What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven once again with some Once Upon a Galaxy, and today our captain options are this little piggy, Chuck E, and Witches 3. You can tell by how purple Witches 3 is. It is a captain that I very much enjoy. I think that it's probably my pick for best captain in the game. Just the tempo that it brings is pretty incredible. And I mean, all of these cards are fine on witches, but I think we'll just start with Flying Monkey. I don't know if I should maybe move myself so that way you can see the counter. Jack in the Box really good on Witches 3 because it ticks down the counter and also can slide into the back slot pretty effectively. And this will be villain number 3, and I think I'll backline a Stepsisters for now. Jack in the Box in the backline should be enough power, and Stepsisters might be able to complete a treasure. So that's the idea, and it looks like it will be able to do so. And then we will walk out of here with a win. I guess we actually could have failed that treasure had we had the Jack in the Box gotten attacked into there. So that was actually pretty close still. Cutlass for some hunts is probably good. Hungry Hyena, also pretty fantastic. And then let's pick up that Billy Bones for said hunts. Throw that in slot number 1. And I think, as weird as it is to put Flying Monkey backline and not use Jack in the Box, I think I just want to pump up these back slots as much as possible. Maybe this was a little foolish, though. Looks like we're going to be all right. We do crack a heart, and there's no reason to be cracking a heart on this hero, on this captain, to be totally honest. Now, Morgan, with the bonus from Billy Bones, seems pretty good. And then maybe we just cut the Jack in the Box, but maybe we also stop messing around with all of these animal shenanigans. I'll probably just Twinkle Twinkle here. I want to use the Mysterious Egg. I should just put Morgan in the back line. That's going to allow me to heal up this heart and undo some of that. So I think, yeah, that's pretty good. And now we get to hatch our egg, and maybe this pulls us down a different path. All right, not quite yet, actually. Second Hungry Hyena. Oh, that's a different perspective to look at. If we Hungry Hyena here, then we've got our ship in top shape. What does that mean we're tossing, though? Maybe we're tossing Flying Monkey? This is the only slot that is not yet powered up, though we could also power it up with a Down Came the Rain here. If we Down Came the Rain, we do get a bonus shop right now because we'll trigger the Jasmine Dragon. Yeah, that's probably reason enough to just do it, to be totally honest. Mushroom Ring is fantastic. Energizer when I don't really have anything to put it with. I am going to cover up the witches again, just because you'll want to be able to see the treasures eventually. I'm going to go Mushroom Ring. It's just such a powerful treasure, even if it's not doing anything immediately. Now it just already is. I can pick up Chaos, which is a villain, and a ladder, and we will get a little greedy with that on Morgan. And now every time this dies, we get to cast a random spell. Let's still pump up the backline slots a little bit more with my Hungry Hyena. And maybe the Chaos is a little bit greedy, but I do still think Morgan should be able to mostly hold it down here. No, we are going to crack a heart again, but otherwise doing fine. And I think all stats just go on to Morgan. All stats point to Morgan here. Can't really effectively pick up Prince Charming right now because we will fully lose our first heart, but I do kind of like Mop It on Witches 3 as well. So I think we are done with the Hungry Hyena. This is a villain. Yeah, of course, now I find more animal stuff. I think we are going to go for Davy Jones. It's a little bit bigger than this. It also pumps up my backline a little bit more. My front line is really, really weak, so I'm really leaning on Morgan here. And And against another Morgan, I don't think we're going to hold it down. No, we always lose this one. All right, all right. Let's get some bags that will trigger the dragon. So that's kind of cool. We can go Lucky Chest. That's fine. Could be looking to True Love's Kiss this. I think we're going to replace Davy Jones here with a Scarecrow. And then I definitely don't want to take Prince Charming now either, because it will double trigger. Oh, it won't double trigger, but it will trigger eventually, again, off the Mushroom Ring. So not really looking to do that. Let's just cycle through a Frankenstein, and then probably you meet in the tavern just to trigger Morgan and the Scarecrow additional times here. And we even get a little bit more value there. Nightshade plus Mushroom Ring could be an alright combo. I think Chaos is still better, though. And you know what? I think I'm just going to go hands on deck and try to get more trades with my frontline cards and maybe hold down the fort with Morgan and actually activate Moppet here. I think we are actually going to be able to activate Moppet here, so that is pretty nice. And that will mean we get 2 bonus spells at the start of this turn, so that's going to be a Lightning Bolt and a Through the Looking Glass, which I have to use to transform one of my characters here. So I have to say goodbye to Chaos, I have to say goodbye to the Jasmine Dragon, or I have to say goodbye to the Scarecrow that is just about to pay out. I think we're going to say goodbye to Moppet. It's really unfortunate because we'll never be able to find Moppet again, but I think it was worth keeping the Jasmine Dragon around, especially at silver. Scarecrow activates right here. So I think I wanted that as well. Just debating like the Wicked Witch, replacing that instead, but I'll just take this. It's a free roll. Oh, Lucky Chest is going to give me a legendary treasure. Did not consider that. Trident, your characters have give my slot plus 15 plus 15. Does line up somewhat well for like a Goldilocks strategy. Probably do this then, or I just take the 15-15 immediately. No, we can play for the end game of it all here. 10 million Fireflies could actually get quite huge. We can toss Scarecrow now, and we can even toss Scar. Let's pick up some Fireflies. And now we find some True Love's Kisses. So we could just grab this. I think I'm going to True Love's Kiss Scar here, actually. It's not a huge deal because we're about to get access to legendary cards next turn, but Wizard of Oz is actually still a pretty good one. We could use it to support Morgan, and we are casting a bunch of spells to facilitate all of this happening. There's another option here with Daisy Jones and Recruit abilities. We could use Daisy Jones to trigger Chaos, or we could just put Chaos in the front line and not worry about it. 10 million Fireflies in the front line. Yeah, let's, I think for now, just cycle through Jack Frost, and maybe we do some Firefly stuff. Morgan is also a fairy, which is interesting. Well, now she's a statue. Well, not Morgan, but the Fireflies are a statue. Chaos should be activating here. Oh, but it hunted, so it survived. Okay, that was not the best combat for me, but now I could go Blackbeard, and all of my characters have Hunt, give my slot plus 15 plus 15. Well, it looks like we're building around that instead. Oh gosh, and I can go, I think we're tossing Morgan here now, because Kraken Blackbeard is just gnarly. I think I still want the extra spell from Chaos. I think I can afford the extra spell from Chaos. Other option is like Morgan is like my very last slot, which also just doesn't seem exciting. So I think I'm going to do this. Blackbeard and Kraken, both villains, so we pump up our backline even further. Blackbeard is going to stick around and Hunt, which gives all of my slots plus 15, plus 15. And then my frontline slots also got an additional plus 14 this turn. And I get a bonus free spell. That's going to go on, well, honestly, it could pretty feasibly go on any of these things. We'll throw it on Blackbeard, though. That's the thing I'm the least likely to throw out. And now Goldilocks will have to replace Chaos because this is just way too much of a crazy combo here. We'll grab the Kraken, and then... do I want to cycle? Oh, maybe I could, could I double my hunt abilities with this? No, not quite. I can give all my characters Treasure Hoard, though, which is +4/+4. And then I can double my Recruit and Farewell abilities. I don't really have this right now, but I think this is the potential coolest thing if I find, like, a two-headed wizard. Maybe I should have kept Chaos. It's a pretty strong ability, but it's fine. I think the game's almost over. Let's just take this and put a little bit of extra stats on Blackbeard. Let's grab another villain. No, you know what? Let's just cast another spell because that still pumps up these guys. Even if the Huff and Puff doesn't clear, it pumps up the Wizard of Oz bonus, which makes Blackbeard more likely to get that first hunt, which then just goes absolutely crazy. Goldilocks now up to almost 200 and will be before the end of the fight. And I guess there's a chance we wanted, like, the Goldilocks here, just so that way we could have potentially found the card that can triple the Boon Willow is what I meant to say. And then I saw double and double and got a little distracted. But with double and double, we just do this. And now this slot gets all those bonuses. And now we really don't need the Wizard of Oz. So we could either move it here or toss it for something else. Let's give my front line +4/+4, why don't we? And the reason I'm thinking of moving this Goldilocks here is so that if I do find a Boon Willow, then we're set up really nicely for it. I don't think that that's necessary. The game's almost over. So we will just see this one to its natural conclusion. But I think this was a pretty good showcase for Witches 3 here. And yeah, just getting to do some pretty ridiculous things overall. We do have one more fight to finish this one up, but it's purely a victory lap at this point, so we'll see what fun stuff we can come up with. This is cute. This is also cute. We could give it, I mean, we could get a secret rare card off of it. And I don't see, like, a huge reason not to do this. Yeah, it just seems fun. Cycle through a villain. We can pick up one more villain to end the game off here and pump up our backline a little bit further. And a little bit further still with Goldilocks. And then I think we're done. Yeah, we'll get Karma Chameleon to hunt probably against this summons board. But not much else is going to happen here. Oh, that also just immediately activates the Karma Chameleon. Oh, that's fun. I did not realize that interaction, but makes sense. And we get a Dravina the Devourer to finish it off. That's going to be it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.